Hello, everyone. Patriot 5 here. I know no one's here. Uh, I'm going to just pretty much go and say the pledge and do the music, and then we'll get into the show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All the things were gone. I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt of this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Yes. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Aline. Hello, Cindy. Good to see you here, guys. I'm sorry for the short notice, but it'll be up all weekend, so you can come in and watch it. If you're figuring you're going to watch it at 7 o'clock, just watch it at 7 o'clock. It's gonna be a short one, but I have something to come up, and I probably will be doing a Monday afternoon also, for the fact that Monday is my granddaughter, Patriot super gymnast Ella. It's her 11th birthday, and the things that have happened on her birthdays. We actually lost someone that used to work the show with us because she told me I was an idiot. I had to choose between my granddaughter or this show. Well, to choose between my granddaughter and being a patriot would be a lot more tougher than choose between this lady who I come to find no one really liked, but it's water under the bridge. And right now we can't stand much more water under the bridge here. I hear it's raining cats and dogs in Arizona. Arizona, yes, and a lot of things. But for the kids, I've already mentioned super gymnasts. And yesterday, my grandson, Patriot 7, was very disappointed. He came home and he was so excited the night before, and he says, "Papa, Grandpa, our coach for basketball has our last practice tomorrow. And I said, okay, his last game is Sunday at noon. And he says to me, he says, but she can't make it. But she wants to have a practice. She's looking for someone that runs a practice. I said, are you asking me to run the practice? Hi, Michelle. Glad to hear it. How's the boys doing? They doing good too? And then Michelle is the mom of Patriot Karate Kid and Patriot Wyatt Earp. Hey, tell him to tell me hi again one of these days, Michelle. I really enjoyed that video, that little audio. But anyway, going back to what we was talking about, Liam, he was all excited. His papa was going to be his coach in practice last night. And he was so excited. He's so excited he got himself sick. And he made the cardinal sin. Before he gets to school a half an hour early because he rides with his mom. And she has to be there half an hour early being a teacher. And he got, I don't know, so nervous, drainage, whatever. And he threw up and he had to come home. So we didn't have practice last night. But, it was great spending the afternoon with him. And we had a lot of fun. And we talked about a lot of things. And he wasn't sick. It just that things happen. The little monkey is in watching a little TV right now while I do the show. We went over to Uncle Ron's today and had lunch after I picked her up from school. And Patriot Small Hank, I seen him this morning. For some reason, their school don't have classes again today. I don't know. Man, when we was in school, it seemed like we was in school every day. Now the Herscher School District, it seems like they're out of school more than they're in school. And then Patriot little Kira, she's actually home. Well, I'm sure that her mom's got them out running by now. I'm sure they're not home by now, but it is what it is. And I'm going to keep this short, guys, around 20 to 25 minutes. I sent out the thing, and Donna, who was it? Someone got back with me and said, someone said that they're watching The Hat right now. And it's amazing because they're watching The Hat. I guess he's speaking. I didn't know it or I would not have done this. So we got Jeffrey and Elaine and Cindy and Sean, and Sean's trucking, Michelle and Rosemary. Good to see you, Rosie. Yes, I get the distinct pleasure of calling her Rosie because that's what she called herself when you sent me a message. But I didn't know The Hat was speaking today. But it's funny because I have to call him The Hat. But there's thousands of videos on this format that calls him the other. And I don't mind that we've been punished. We've been shut down if we do something really wrong. But we've never done it. We do it. We pay our dues. We come back. And it's been a place where we could come, guys, and do these wonderful shows. It was five years that we started putting shows up here on the 5th of this month. But you know what? I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting all these shows about these mothers or these girls having sex. Why? Why are you allowed to put them on there, but I can't say the word of the name of our president, or I can't talk about the kids the way that they need to be, the way that we need to come out and tell them, but other people can't. But you know what? I don't worry about that. We're hitting something here big, and when we get it, we'll get a system set up where we can say anything we want whenever we want. Now we want to do it. Hi, Papa G. Hi, Multi-Troy 63, and hey, Ron's here. Good to see you, Ron. I think I just had lunch with you. The other kids, our princess, our queen, and her brother Hunter, and then we have Boogie, Boogs, Boogaloo, and Boogaroo. We have little Jimmy, who them beds are coming, buddy, but I know they're not as important to you now as they were, but they are important because we need them. We all need them, and to keep tragedies. Hold on there, little pup. No, never mind. Thought I was going to have to get up and yell at the little puppy's trying to take my coat off the chair. They got a little puppy here. So, Patriot 11, we miss you, buddy. Matter of fact, we was just talking, me and Ron was just talking at lunch today, that if things go right, the little monkey's golden birthday. Her 5th birthday is May 5th, and they're going to have a big party. My son-in-law wants to hire a taco truck to come in and serve tacos for everybody for about 4 to 5 hours. And you know, I'm telling him, well, if we get the money, maybe we'll just buy the taco truck, because my grandson, Patriot 7, says his mother makes the best tacos in the world. He literally calls his mother's tacos world famous tacos when his friends get talking about what you have for supper last night. And he said, I had my mom's world famous tacos. And he said, well, that's funny. We had tacos too. And he'll look right at him and says, not as good as my mom's. And so, well, we want to do that. They want to do that. Well, me and Ron got talking. I don't know if you remember when we were kids. When we were kids, we used to go to these fairs and events and stuff, and they would have these little ponies that went round and round in a circle, and the kids got to ride them. We'd like to get the pony rides, but we want to do it a little different. We want to get the ponies where they have the workers there, and even if it costs us more for the workers, because they're going to have more than just 1 or 2 people, we want these workers to be able to walk, holding the rope, controlling the horses, the ponies, while the kids ride on them, and have them do that. And then, as Ron said today, you know, there's going to be some people there that they might drink a few fruit pops, and they might think that they want to ride a pony. Well, so we want to also try to have 5 or 6 horses there too. It's just something for her birthday that I think she'd really, really think special. Patriot, Little Leona and Patriot, Leilon, you know, I never will forget you. And Mike, I did receive what you send, and I'm going to send you a message and that. And I got some questions for you, but we will talk. Hi, Richard. Jeffrey, I don't know if I said hi to you yet, but you know, I didn't expect many people on here today, but like I said, we're on early for a reason. And it's not just that something come up for me, but it's something that, guys, you know, here's Michelle on here today. And you know, Michelle don't get up beyond much anymore. Evidently at our regular time, you know, doesn't work with her work schedule. But we also got people from other countries, and they can't get on at night because it's too late. So it's just a mix up. And actually, another thing is, once I get my things done that I got to do tonight, it allows me to just sit back and relax. And I did get something, and it might be talking about it now, that the person who said they're listening to the hat, if anybody else has been listening to him, is what he's talking about. Is it the crypto? Is it the crypto that he's talking about? Because I'm hearing crypto is about ready to really, really, really rock and roll. As a matter of fact, you know, there's mention of crypto that I was just watching a video on this, and they said that crypto, they don't know what they're going to do with the Bitcoin. They don't see where the government can buy the Bitcoin back like they plan on buying the XRP back. They need to do it, and the least amount they're going to be able to buy the XRP back is for $10,000 for every one you have. So for all of you that took a little advice, even though I'm not a financial advisor, I hope there's many of you that went out and bought at least 10 or, you know, maybe 20 or 25. I mean, you know, if you have the currency the way we have currency, I'm going to get into that in a moment. But if you have the currency the way we have currency, you know, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, that's going to be more like just pocket change. You know, and you know, and I'm not being arrogant. I'm not being cocky saying what I'm saying. You know, I think I did mention John's grandkids, didn't I? Boogie, Boogs, Boogaloo, and Boogaroo, and I think I got all of them. If I missed somebody, I'm sorry, but as I said, I'm trying to roll on and on here. I really don't understand cryptocurrency that much. So that's why when I tell you I'm not a financial advisor, believe me, I'm not. All I knew is I heard some great things. I heard some great things about XRP, and I heard what could be some good things about XLM, and I went out. I didn't buy a tremendous lot, but let's put it this way, I bought enough that we're going to be very, very happy if it does go to 10,000. But you hear different stories. I seen the video on the government's going to buy everything back to somehow make the economy stronger. Then I've also heard it could go as high as Bitcoin. See, I've been in this ride before, guys. When I heard XRP could really explode like this, me and Ron jumped on it. Because, see, there was once before when we got involved with another foreign currency called the Iraqi dinar. At the same time, we could have bought Bitcoin for 1/2 penny a piece. And part of me is very, very aggravated at myself and aggravated at Ron. Hi, Bill Woods. Hi, Richard. We're aggravated at the Larry Smith. Good to see you. We're aggravated at the Pat Fact. Really, Larry, I didn't know that. There's a guy in Chicago that's already been paid 1% of his foreign currency. And I want to talk about that in a few minutes about people getting paid. I'm glad to hear that because it's going to kind of coincide with what I'm going to talk about. But, we had a chance to buy 1/2 penny a piece, and I didn't do it. And as I told Ron, what if we would have just bought $20 worth? And when it first went up real high, maybe to 10 or 15,000, we might have sold. But what if we'd have kept like 50 of them to where it's at now at over $100,000? But you know what? As I told him, I said, you always have to look at every side of the story, Ron. Because, see, the sides of the story is if we would have did that, everyone on this chat room over here would not be on this chat room today. Because if we would have did that and we would have went out and got 100 of them and even sold all 100 of them when they went to 10,000 a piece, chances are we would have never become patriots and we would have never been doing these shows. And as I said, 5 years we've been doing these shows. Today marks the first show we're doing in the new 6th year era. And it makes me feel good because I can remember just like it was 2 minutes ago when I did the first video and I went to post it on here and I had no clue what I was doing. And I sent it out to 12 people and we had over 3,000 views. Unfortunately, we don't have that first video anymore because I trusted somebody with my password for this because he was supposed to come on with us. And instead he used it to abuse this. But, again, water under the bridge. But the whole thing is, guys, is we can't afford here where we live to get too much water under the bridge because it's almost over the bridge the way it is. The rain is unbelievable. If they are controlling the weather, I hope they start giving us some sunshine because we need sunshine on a cloudy day. And we need, when it's cold outside, we need the month of May. So that being said, I believe XRP is going to be good. I got something from a girl yesterday, and she says to me, she said, in the Oval Office or in someplace in the White House, the saying said there was going to be a big meeting today. The hat would be there, and they was going to totally discuss cryptocurrencies and their future. Now, maybe that's why this person that said they couldn't make the show today said they're watching the hat. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's later. I asked the girl, if you find out the time, could you let me know? But she never did. But that's okay. So anyway, swinging from cryptocurrency, where are we at? On Bruce last night, Bruce had a very entertaining call. The thing that was bad about Bruce is, first of all, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, he let Sue and Bob talk way too long. And after Sue and Bob talks way too long, then he has to recap what they say. I love Bruce. I think Bruce does good. He's loyal to us. But you know what? maybe Bruce needs to start doing his stuff first for the Patriots. This is supposed to be about patriotism. And what does patriotism have to do with a lady selling her bundles, her advanced bundles? And now she's so sure of herself, they're golden bundles. Now she's going out and selling a bundle for the special beds, and she's got another bundle going. And she's going to keep going and going. You know, who is going to care about any of Sue's bundles when we go to the Redemption Center? Guys, if you stopped and smelled the roses, we have the Redemption Center money coming. We have the R&R money coming. We have the DOGE money coming. And it's like there's money coming everywhere. The noise you heard was a little puppy pulling on my coat so much until he just turned the chair over next to me. Thank goodness he had run back so he didn't get hit with the chair. But anyway, as I was talking, and I sent someone a message today, and I said, you know, we can, hi, Myrna, Richard, you know, we can talk everything about all the money we're going to get. But until we get some, it's just talk. And as my mom used to say, talk is cheap, action is valuable. And when I talk about my mom, it brings another subject to me up. I watched a video this morning. I was walking and I had my phone in one hand and I'm walking. And Linda, just in case you're on, I wanted to let you know I've taken my medicine. I've got over 18,000 of my steps walked, and I've been keeping my feet elevated a little bit today. Yes, tomorrow is the 8th. The Chinese like the 8th. Remember, guys, everybody, turn your clocks Sunday morning. I got 2 of them, one at Ron's house and one in my car that I don't have to worry about. I never did turn them back. But my mom had sayings, and that was one of them. Talk is cheap, action is important. But another one my mom used to have, and I really love this statement, is if people think you're an idiot, keep your mouth shut. Don't open it and prove them right. And I'm watching this video, and it starts off with crazy Nancy. And she says, the hat will never be the president. Mark my words on it. And then Bill Gates comes in, and he says, the hat will never be the president. There's no way. And then Run Forrest Run comes in, and he's laughing, and he says, I don't know if I'll be able to get this out. I'm laughing so hard. This man thinking he's going to be president. I promise you with my life, he will never be president. Well, he lost. He lost. And then, you know, there's so many more. And people are laughing at him and making fun of him, and he'll never be president. He'll never be president. He'll never be president. You know, they're right. He was never president. He was president twice. And if you know the truth, 3 times. These people who are saying this, a lot of them are taking dirt naps. But they keep talking. Isn't it amazing? They must have the greatest ventriloquist in the world out there to do something like this. Hey, David. She's in, sitting down. I'm about ready to get her a nap as soon as I'm done here. My son-in-law just came in. So anyway, there's where we're at. You know, they just keep making fun of him and fun of him. And what the thing that I thought the most of is what my mom said. Don't open your mouth and prove you're an idiot. Keep your mouth shut so they don't, you know, they think you're already an idiot. Don't open your mouth and prove them right. So on Bruce last night, Bruce was talking about conflicting reports. He has 5 people, Redemption Center peoples, are that, banks. 3 of them say we should get the 800 numbers today and be exchanging possibly today, tomorrow, or Sunday. 2 of them say, and the way it sounds, the 2 of them that says, he said they're very big banks, and he mentioned how many branches they had. period. And he says with these banks, they're saying we should get the 800 numbers Monday and be exchanging early next week. We could get them Saturday or Sunday, but we won't be exchanging until Monday or Tuesday. Now, I'm not going to get cocky here. I'm not going to get arrogant here, but it's things that I've heard over and over. And if Mary Ann was on here today, exactly what she said to me is old news. But it's at least news. It's a man that's coming out there and putting it on the line. You know, Bruce also talked about if you did not get Tuesday night. Now, everyone listen. If you did not get a message from Bruce that they was moving the show up 1 hour because the hat was speaking, if you did not get that, you need to go into Big Call Universe and you need to put your email address in there. And within a matter of seconds, you should get a confirmation that they got it. I got mine. Ron got his. So we know we're good. But I'm still going to go back in again and do it again because I want to see if I'm going to get a confirmation. I don't think you can have it in there too much, guys. We want to make sure, you know, if you watch your currency at a reputable place, you're going to get it anyway. But it doesn't matter if you get it 10 times. The main thing is you want to get it. Now I want to talk about currencies. You will get a very high rate, the highest rate possible for the Iraqi dinars, called contract rate. You will not get a contract rate on the Vietnamese dong, but Vietnamese dong is very high. I remember many years ago, remember how many years ago we bought Iraqi dinar and we bought Vietnamese dong, and we just hoped we could get $4.50 for the dinar until we bought the dong. And then we said, well, even if we just get $1 for the dong and we get $2 for the other, we're all going to be millionaires. The three of us, because we have another brother, Russ. That's all we came into this for until we caught the fever to be patriots. My brother Russ never did. He's a veteran. So is Ron, but Ron was drafted and never got into the veterans thing. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't consider himself one. To him, the military was a job. They made him go. He had no choice in the matter. He done his 2 years and he come home. Does he appreciate the military? He loves them, but it's just not something that he wants to go around and says, I'm a war hero. I'm a veteran. You know, he doesn't look to get extra benefits just because he served the country. And I appreciate him for that. Yes, Lady Anita, that is true. So anyway, Bruce went on to say then that he mentioned a couple of other currencies, and he said the rest of the currencies, the majority of them, or mostly all of them, are running in the $4 to $7 a piece range. $4 to $7 a piece. Now, I know we don't have a big turnout here. We got 64 people on right now. But think about it. I remember when the Venezuelan Bolivar was brought to my attention. And I remember doing a couple of shows and telling people we were picking up the $1 million notes, 100 at a time for like $30. Very, very cheap. I know there's a lot of people in this group that bought more than $30 worth. But even if you just bought $30 worth and you get $4 for each one, that's $4 million for each one. Can someone say I'm very, very happy? I am. And then he's talking about other things. And, you know, I was able to join Wolverine's thing the other day, and I'm hoping to be able to get in somehow and make a post And in the post, I want to just ask Wolverine about these golden bonds, these that he deals with, because I ended up getting 30 of them. So yes, Papa G, that's on Boulevard. I said Boulevard, but it's Boulevard, yes. But I want to know more about them because I've heard. I mean, I mean, the amount that I have, it has the number. I think it's a one, but then there's 25 zeros behind there. So I can't even remember what the amount of each one of them are. But I've heard people say that each one of them could be worth anywhere from $1 to $7 billion a piece. So I don't want to keep emphasizing money, 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 money. But there's so many people that need it, and there's so many people, if we get what we're hoping to get, the people. I will say this: I've never taken a penny for anybody who's bought currency. That's not me. I worked with Eileen, and we put together. I give her some ideas and she changed them, but she was nice enough to say that they were mine and her ideas. And she put together a packet that you can take to the Redemption Center. It's very simple. If you got projects also, you just need to go and write your projects down. Go on, type them on here on a thing and run a copy and boom, you're ready to go. But, what do you do? I got things. Well, what do you do? How do you get ready? Other people are selling these for 150, 250, 350. They're even calling them their golden bundles. I guess I should have called mine. I ain't going to say it. There's kids watching. But, I thought Bruce was good but bad. And like I said, I'm always one of these that, how do I want to do it? I get on to listen to what I got to say here. And I know I have a tendency to ramble about my family, about stories that I tell. And, I got away from that. Yeah, $4 to $7, Larry Smith. That's what I heard too. And I quit telling stories there for a while. And my inbox was getting smothered with, why aren't you telling stories? All you're doing is going through the motions. You're not doing anything. So I started telling the stories. Because when people say everybody that does shows like this, all they do is lie, I don't lie, because when I tell you my stories, they are 100% honest to God true. I mean, So, hey, Linda, I don't know how long you've been on, but hi to you, and I will write you later. I have taken my medicine, and I'm being a good boy. I'm doing my walks, and we came on early today. And how are you feeling? Have you remembered to do what you're supposed to do? So me and Linda kind of go battle back and forth. Not battle. We have a lot of fun. Linda has become a very, very dear friend of mine, as many of you are here have. And Michael, thank you. Thank you. And I will be contacting you. I got some questions. I want to talk to you about some things. I know some people get aggravated with me because I don't talk to them on the phone. I don't do this. I don't do that. But guys, I'm talking to so many people, online. And me, when I get on the phone, I don't shut up. And and then I get someone else that's got a few ideas that might want to talk. We can be on the phone a long time. That's why I'm preferring to chat like we do. Like I chat with Marianne, like I chat with Linda, like I chat with Diane. And every now and then we just get a group together. And I think we need to establish something where everybody can get into a group call or do something. And, I really wish I was more inclined on how to do this, and I just come on. And maybe what I should do is just come on someday, just come on live and not worry about recording it, but just come on live and be here and have you guys over here on the side, and we could just do a question and answers. You guys could write the questions up over there, and and we could go from there. It could be something that maybe I would get someone on the phone with me that would read the questions, and I could try to answer them. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of you out here. Savior, Linda, a lot of most of you out here know a heck of a lot more of this than me. You guys are the ones that make me look good. You guys are the ones that get me all this stuff. Ron is constantly working. When people say Patriot 5 and Patriot 6, Ron never comes on. He chooses not to come on, but he's constantly working, getting things. So many people working, and we became a family. So I just wanted to cover the Bruce part there. There's a couple. Ron sent me some things here. And I'm going to start with the very first one he sent. I'm going to read them because I'm not sure I understand them, but I'll read them to you guys to see what you think. This comes from Joshua Dalton. Did you read the executive order? It prevents the government to sell the Bitcoins, but leave them sitting in the vault. The government has no plan to buy Bitcoin. It's just a stockpile. I understand the frustration of those money sign BTC Maxis has. This is absolutely great for money sign XRP community. Keep crying, money sign BCC Maxis. Well, see, when it comes to Bitcoin, I've heard from a long time from some very credible people that where it was created, where it was at, and they went and wiped that out. But I heard it was going away. And then all of a sudden, boom, it didn't go away, and it went. When it was at 18,000, I was telling people, sell, sell, sell. And they was calling me crazy, and now it's up over 100,000. I don't go onto that site anymore because, I look like an idiot. Better to look like one than be one, though, right? Another one here from Vincent Van Code. I'm going to leave this here. My theory of how U.S. government will buy XRP escrow at 10K each using T-bills. Chat GPT analyzed the scenario for me. Yes, the U.S. government could buy XRP escrow at a fixed 10,000 per token using treasury bills things T/bills, and this world effectively set the global price at that level. Here's how this scenario might play out. Now it says here's how this scenario might play out, but then it didn't say anything. But that's all. I can only give you what I got. 1.5 trillion wiped out. This is from Mario Nalto. 1.15 trillion wiped out from U.S. market as stock crashed due to trade war fears. Wall Street took a massive hit with the Dow plunging 427 points and the NASDAQ entering correction territory as the HATS tariffs rattled investors. Markets tanked after Canada, China, and Mexico hit back with a retaliatory tariff, wiping out 1.15 trillion in a single day. Treasury Secretary Bessent doubled down, calling Trudeau a numbskull and vowing an America first approach. Confusion over the White House trade policy left investors scrambling. Meanwhile, all stocks sank, layoffs surged, and fears of rising costs grew, setting up for a brutal job report tomorrow. Okay, guys, I suggest you listen to Restored Republic today. It's very, very good. I've covered a lot of Restored Republic today, but to listen to it, to hear it, it's very good. As Bruce said, there's 5 major players that are saying 3 of them this weekend, 2 of them saying early next week. I want to thank everybody who's hung around so long. I asked you to stick around at least until February 4th, and now we're past March 4th. I truthfully believe that things will get better. I truthfully believe we're getting ready to go. And in words of my good friend, Diane, I believe we're within 7 days or less of seeing some money. They are saying that, the Doge money is one of the monies we should have by the 10th in our accounts. If you are already getting money put in there, you'll get it. There's supposed to be a raise in Social Security this month. There is supposed to be other money. I mean, from what I'm hearing from a lot of experts, this should be the month that hi, John, we all get our dreams fulfilled. And let's not sit here and think our dreams being fulfilled is just because we're going to get rich, but what we can do with our prosperity, the people that we can help, how we can change the world. Everybody, Larry Smith, his phone's acting up. Mine has been jumping all over the place for the last 3 days. But with that being said, dear Lord, as we close today's show, keep an eye on this weekend for all the happiness and joy that could come. Keep the people calm, so if they do get the information, they're relaxed and they're sophisticated enough, Lord, to do what they need to do. Have them take a deep breath and let them know that this is their time. This is what they've been waiting for. If it doesn't come this weekend, keep them on the right path, their vibrations high until we get this. And we pray to you through our Savior, your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Okay, guys, everybody, I will see you Monday in the afternoon, since my granddaughter's birthday is Monday, and I will be here at this house for cake and ice cream at probably around 6 o'clock.